what will he do?
No, they actually no.
Yeah, but it's on the flank here. They're already coming around the corner. There's the first contact, and there you go. Who better than Shroud for the first blood? Traded out though, and it's looking to be a back and forth. The back defense in control. One more to go to 180 on the latest edition of Celsius. Given the first round for Sentinels on the pistol.
I love the comments in the chat. Why are you not in this?
He picks up the first blood.
Slowly, but look at that. Around the corner, Swell comes up, and
God,
it's going to be another
elbow
double
flank
flank coming soon from the guard. As Sentinels are executing inside
Sentinel,
the B side. Here we go.
Oh god, this elbow flank is gonna be...
Dialin is going to be the first one. A ding on to the second, so no plant coming down yet. Nice poison orb from Shroud just to try to cover for a bit. 20 seconds left. Plenty of time to still go for a plant, but we still have the Marshal in play. 10 though, coming in as a chamber, getting a shot on to net. We're still looking back at the flank, and now it's only going to be side
Oh
players.
yes, oh yes. You know Mike is comment right there.
Easy 3 versus 1.
Mike is comment saying, get your fucking ass over here and help me.
It's going to be impossible for a player to try to win this 3 versus 1 with only a Marshal.
If Mike died there, he would have fucking yelled.
Through the smoke, that would have been fantastic.
Mike going to play lineups, love it. Light up Andy. Ooh.
And even a far rotation off here by Shroud to make sure that they could just hang back for the full defuse if it was necessary. The guard have tried to push on to B. They played Saya player towards a Marshal for that round, so hoping he can get the blade.
Big start for Michael's career here. A 3-1, his confidence is up. Let's fucking go.
Now as they spit Saya player over towards A.
Big lineup from the boy.
This defense.
Holy chills.
Keep an eye on net towards mid and how much coverage he can control with this move.
Yeah, you
towards
spam
A
that.
for Sentinels.
Chad, if they win this
That's
round,
what we're talking about is trying to say the default style that you have
it's
from
over.
With the triple initiator.
The deals
playing it more slowly and
are
using your
off.
utility of the initiators to figure out if the guard are going to be pushing somewhere early like they did in the last 2 rounds. This means that we might potentially see a lot of rotations back at the other side. But this time it's going to be quick. At the inside, and it's going to be an open door, but Trent holding it up towards that bridge. 2 kills on the ground and Dapper. 10's the last player standing stuck at the mid double doors. Now on a 2 versus 1. Make that a 2 versus 1, but he just gets flanked by net, and that's the first point on the board for the guard.
Crazy got 3.
Had that bonus round.
They want to make sure when they use this initiator utility, it is used to the maximum.
They are so dead.
We're trying to push real quick now. Potential block contact. Jonah P does manage to get a kill on the 10s.
I love
so that
it.
cancels out the tool to false, but at least it gets traded up as Shroud. But Saya player also pushed forward, and that's good for Shroud to fall back. Thankfully as well for Sentinels, they still have 3 initiators on the board to be able to try to clear that shot if
they're ready.
And that's where we're leaning for Sentinels. But look at this push
Oh
from Trent. Just by Sussy. On the top of the net, catches perfect timing. But the jiggle being Celsius.
And now this. They're expecting guard to be a little bit aggressive. They already fed in a few kills here, not able to trade one Dan's. It looks like they're going to scale back on the Sentinels for the plant with Viper's Pit.
Here it is. Oh, wait, Joe's actually Gary.
Allowing Dapper to get down to Zap, watching that flank easy kill on that flanker. So Valen now, as he gets spotted earlier on by that taunt, they know that he's playing towards the back of the site, speaking of Sentinels, so they play a little bit more passively inside that pit.
Yeah.
Dapper watching the back end, an easy round coming in. Okay, never mind. Make it a doable more from Valen. Looks for the second one, but as he tries to clear towards the left side, Shazam came out of nowhere and got that frag, and it's going to be now 3 rounds for the Sentinels.
Both sides getting information as we start this game out. It's really
calculated everything is in this chat. You know what I mean? Like compared to rank and compared to like just everything else, it's just like
we are, but
it's not the same.
On the A side, as you see net lurking up towards the cave.
Like you actually have to play so slow.
Shroud looking for the jiggles,
and
the initial are looking for control on mid.
What the fuck?
The extremities.
What do you mean, man? He's buying guns still.
Net firing a few off. Looks like the iron sight was not calibrated as you wish.
No. Like, I get that Mike is a Phantom lover, but Phantom on Breeze? Come on.
That's just kind of weird.
In spawn. That's the call. That's the call in game, right? They're where they buy guns. They're still where they buy guns.
I don't know if we'll do that.
Slowly moving again in this death ball, though. Keeping themselves
they're trying to
safe,
start a trend here.
Anchor each other's
Literally a whiff, like a whiff.
Towards the B side.
Somewhat
there.
Okay, never mind. I'm buying Phantom.
Shots for Sentinels.
Fuck, Dapper's the best. I'm at him.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck, what a dart.
Double scan.
We did have the null command now from Zelsis. And this is one of the good things we're seeing from Sentinels so far, where we're actually seeing this boxing screen from Shroud just for the hits. So use your initiators to scout out the
Jonah
map.
P.
Find out where the stack could
Calm down, everybody.
Catch the players off guard and trying to play aggressive. Then when it comes down to a hit, well, you still have your wall and you have plenty of utility.
Oh my, Mike,
for the two
what a
flashes.
lineup.
What a fucking lineup.
Exactly.
Holy
So
he's been fucking in the labs.
In the
labs.
Now the door gets open, a beautiful flash, but it's still Saya player that lands the first kill on the Dapper. Valen answers back onto the A main 2, holding the top. The recon dart comes out, and that's a spike down as well. But we are trading back. It's Shroud and Tens back with a 1-1 of their own. An advantage coming in for the guard as the recon dart comes out, trying to flush out Shroud, bringing out the poison orb, and is getting sprayed at the same time. Tens goes for a plant.
He gets the frag. Oh my gosh,
Oh my God,
evens it up.
huge.
It's the operator for Tens. It feels like comfort. It feels like home. And there's one shot onto net. Vansili, it looks so much better at a 2v1.
God, and he's gonna run mid.
Trent, should I say, on the clutch.
He's gonna run mid and play
2 versus 1 does have the Aldrone to work with.
It's too
Who better
fucking
than Trent to try to
free.
go for
It's
this
too
clutch right here?
free.
But the re-lurk is coming back here
Yes.
from Tens on the
Oh my
mid.
gosh.
Now we have to tap onto that spike, potentially have a double swing. The first peek out, the headshot onto Shroud, but he's still looking back towards the doors. We still have an opportunity here for Tens to move back up. Comes in for the op kill for the mid doors, and that is a 2-1-4-1 by Mike Tyson.
What a reposition as well, because Shroud was in halls, so that's the first reposition. Tens was
like how he
in
didn't wanna
cave.
miss.
That-
He
or
didn't wanna
cave,
miss.
So that's the next reposition. You don't think they're going to go that far around. They played the timing just right. Great communication there.
This guy said, "I'm tired. I'm playing ranked now."
Where the underhand throw could catch a lot of players off guard towards that front B. But again,
Oh, Shroud's been sitting in spawn every round. Now he's sitting here. Dude, Net does not know. Net is not gonna know. Shroud knows. Shroud's about to beat this guy. No.
But Net wins it.
Never mind. I jinxed him. GG.
There's a spicy shot. You almost play against every play style at the same time. The ability to
Guard
change
check
it up,
PayPal.
be fluid and versatile. And there we just saw them completely
Sentinels
flip
gave
the
them the
switch
fuck-
after showing
Sentinels
guard
gave them more than the
very
prize pool. They
Navi
said, "Check
style
your
of play
PayPal."
where they were planting with
Give us
1
the
second
fame,
every
please.
time. So now the guard has to wonder, do we continue to push? Are we going to see this death ball right away? It looks like they'll keep this one set back and actually hover towards B this time.
Holy
trying
fuck,
to
they-
read what Sentinels will do side to side, and it
Oh.
seems like
Oh, let's
they're
see the-
starting
let's
to
see the
favor
10
A more,
sweep- the
especially
10s
when
peak.
Tens will have the tour de force, which they just see the knee. of
Ten said,
Tens
"I saw him."
start this round.
Oh,
up.
Ten's he's getting a fucking wind up
Could
here.
have seen the first battle on mid where Saya player we still haven't figured out on Sentinel's end where he's been
Jesus.
offing it. Nice little ADS though from Trent. That's on top of B wall.
Isn't this the
Headshot
cheater?
onto Tens, a 4 versus 4.
But their shots are.
You think they're
on
gonna
right
double
now.
op on the
And,
defense
clearing the
side for
sights we
Sentinels?
saw in the first few
Like, obviously
rounds,
Tens
not
is
using
gonna
Shroud's
op.
wall, as you were talking about, to keep those angles open. They're now being met with.
But who do you
guard
think is the other
coming online
person?
a little bit.
You think Mike is gonna op?
Great plays here and the awareness. They kind of play against what you think would happen. Oh, we slowed them down. No, they're
shit.
trying to come in. Saya player reads it. There's the first one and almost 2.
Oh,
Trent's
Dapper
back
needs to
there
get
too
that
to
one.
fight back
Dapper needs
against
to
Zelsis.
get
Another
that
headshot.
one.
Dapper spike is now down in front of the A site. Jonah P under attack at the staircase as Trent is down to 18 HP. Beautiful recon dart allowing Jonah P to get that kill, leaving Shroud by his lonesome, and that's Trent with a 3K into the round to end the half, 7-5. It started off well for the Sentinels, but now we actually have our game in our hand. Couple of flashes coming out on defense, but it's still going to be Shroud trying to hold his ground now, gets banged out. But he does get the wall bang onto Jonah P, and a headshot onto Saya player before he gets traded out. A 2 versus 2. Zelsis battling at 35 HP at the staircase of the A site. Spike is now moving in, looking for a plant, and it will be successful now, courtesy of Valen. While Net is rotating all the way back towards cave, the spike planet for both of these players as we're retreating back towards the cave with the toxic screen about to come down. Oh no!
Peeking!
No, I didn't like that. I did not like
Net.
that at all. Out caught in position, out of position rather, as maybe it was a miscommunication. Valen should have called it out potentially here that the wall was coming down, and Net got caught with his pants down. Thankfully, Valen could play the pulse lineup. ADS onto Tens, a 2 versus 1, but it's still going to be Zelsis that answers back. That 13 HP remaining. We'll get the defuse,
let's
and that's
go.
Sentinels. But an
They
expensive
needed
round
that
for them to
round. They
win.
needed that round.
Oh, I think just at the last moment, mate. I thought they were
needed
timing the
that.
gas well.
God,
for
Shroud
a bit
getting
of
that second
damage,
frag
and
right
the
there was actually
firefight
huge.
just continued. So the
Holy
mid-play
fuck, he killed him
overall
like
actually
that?
stopped there, and then we see now. The reason I mention that is the difference in how we're seeing these teams already play the map. We see that guard wants to work mid a bit. It may still happen, and we'll see if Sentinels react.
But Trent still drops Shazam. Now in the back of the site, Zels is with the Vandal. Underhand throw, looking to peek back towards the ladder, and he does spot a few. Now he does have support from Shroud coming out from McDonald's, while Dapper's moving in on tunnels, and they are closing in on the guard, leaving Saya player, that Guardian by himself on the attack. And it's just going to slow down for a bit. 16 seconds left on the clock. Nice flick there onto Dapper. Let to go for a pre-fire shot into the corner, but a nice high-low for Sentinels just to stop the bleeding. And that's Sentinels with 2 rounds in a row.
Holy shit.
After
that flick, it's getting kind of scary. It is getting kind of scary for the fucking defense
scattered
team.
by both teams, which means it's a round where if you go to the throat of your opponent and you're able to take them out like Sentinels did, it becomes so hard economy-wise.
0 point though to try to clear it for a bit. They choose to look back towards the ladder.
Nice, perfect. Whoever did that flash.
And unfortunately, it doesn't work out in their favor with that
I think they team flash. They're thinking of team flash actually.
Making it a 4 versus 3. Still at least looking to get a plant down for the economy into the next round. Net, though, answers back onto Shazam. It's a 3 versus 3 somehow, as Dapper is still stuck in the back of the site, looking to get pushed in, looking to get the wall bang shots, and Dapper is looking for that swing.
It's a
close-range battle against Valen, who's just around the corner, and as he goes for that swing, it's 2 players looking in that area, forcing out at least a retake from the Nightfall, as Net still stays alive for a bit, but only for a bit. Dapper answers back, and he was the solo anchor into the site.
Nice, that's a big round. They got the chamber up out of the enemy team.
Oh my, yeah, exactly. Like I said, they wanted to play the retake. They can focus a little bit toward B here. You can see the initiators of Fade.
He gets one.
Ready to come back if necessary, but right out the gate.
Michael
pushing up towards the mid doors for the guard. Easy trade against Shroud, and the player advantage also on the attack.
I wonder what his countdown is. He might be able to actually get this to a fast beep. They're going to have to force defuse it. Here comes the ultimates. They're trying to flick across. Velen takes down Zelsis. Great organization in the ultimates here. Sentinels knows they can't go for it, are forced to back off. So still, even after losing pivotal ultimates on the side of guard, they're still finding ways here to make sure they can get themselves around. That would be able to knock down Sentinels on that round.
Like I said, I've been saying this. There's got to be a character that they can make that has like an umbrella that they can put like an umbrella underneath the bomb to stop lineups. You know what I mean? And like their entire kit, yeah, like a Gibby bubble. Yeah, like throw a Gibby bubble down. You know what I mean? Or a Watson gen. Oh my God, they put down a Watson gen. Dude. Actually, no. You know what? Let me tell you what they should do.
So
you know, like Rainbow Six Siege, they have Jaeger that shoots, that has like it's like nanos or something like that.
Here, and they feel
that
like
shoots like gadgets,
like round 1 here
out of the sky when they're being thrown.
It's a little easier unless Dapper does that.
Yes. They need one of those.
Coming out onto Shroud in the back of yellow. Aldro coming out from Shazam.
It's ADS, ADS.
And that's gonna be a little bit of a combo that could have killed Jonah P. He's down at 2 HP, and finally. Kill confirmed by Shazam, but alert
that would be a really good ad.
From Trent.
I'm sure that's actually going to come to Valorant. That makes sense.
We are watching that flank, but it's Net and Trent. It's 2 youngsters right now in the roster making it work, at least for now. Trent on his lonesome, and it does not connect there, unfortunately.
It will be useless then? No, it's not true.
He actually did have a crossfire set up no matter what. He was fighting
it's all about the range, you know what I mean?
Triple initiator retakes are gross. Like they are going
like if it's a small range and you just put it on the ground, right, like in a certain area, then you're kind of fine. Like they can't just throw their flash willy-nilly. You know what I mean?
See Shroud headed that way now with the way they play it, but just
I think
imagine
it'd be
if they go A, you have even if you lose one of your initiators, you have 2 to still retake.
I'm a gambler, and I'm just gonna full send Sentinels.
You look this way with this way.
Yeah, just too many angles.
I just believe. You know what I mean? I'm a believer.
Get the protractor. Dapper, Zelsis, Shazam.
Like if I had a million channel points, I put it all in
Let's
on
see how many
Sentinels.
they use. Valen being efficient with the ultimates on this round. 10's coming in with the headhunter to try and get a little bit more. So guard actually have found quite a bit of success here going towards middle. As you said before, the wall towards A. We're gonna hold on that.
Yeah, let's hold for a bit. We got the highlight reels coming out from 10s. Zelsis actually makes it a little bit more expensive for the guard this round, but he's actually potentially going for this. Off the kill, try to make it expensive for a bit. I mean, he will be able to buy into the next round. Trent takes him down, but yeah, that was actually a really good half buy after all here for Sentinels with the headhunter shots coming out from Tens.
It's like I said before, when guard do win, man, they take a lot of damage in the fights.
Imagine you get that third. Oh, they win.
It makes it so tough to string these rounds together. You're under so much pressure. You don't have as much confidence to push.
They're still going to be on a full economy at that point.
Thank God.
That's a great way to start things off.
Shazam got that frag. Holy shit.
As the wall comes down, shot starts coming in. Oh, the close range trying to get that shot. Lurking around the Viper's pit, living Trent on his own. The swing out, and unfortunately,
goes out of the Viper
down towards that ramp.
Really? After getting that frag?
Wrong angle. And that's going to be the defuse coming out for Sentinels at map point. But, Riv, we talked about how expensive this round could have been.
Valen, that
Still,
was
there's an opportunity for the guard with the economy
Yeah.
and that plant that they just got. We're seeing the guard trying to split back into this A site.
Yeah.
Zelsis could have their backs real quick, but guard make quick work of everything that's in A. Is Zelsis too late, or is he just in time?
Blade Storm now down, Spike now planted. Zelsis looking towards the back end of the cave. Tens looking for the high ground. But here's that flash to the door. That spots Tens, but Jonah P still manages to escape. But this still gives him good positioning on the pulse plant now for the guard. And even Sentinels, look at that.
Save.
On a 5 or 4 versus 3 rather. He might play it a little bit more passively. He might try to save unless they get this kill.
No way they
that opens
win
up the
this
mid doors.
round.
There's that Nightfall that's going to ping 2 players out of the 3 remaining inside the site as well. So you will commit for this. The recon dart to come out, the toxic screen as well. Molly in the front from the fragment of Zelsis. And we're straight to the wall. Put the timing on that one. Trent allowing to get 2 kills out of that. And that is going to be the guard holding the plant after all. We're 1 round away of seeing overtime to kick off the LCQ.
Again, mid becomes this opening, this place where guard can encroach into Sentinel's defense, be a thorn in their side.
As the toxic screen's about to come down, he's looking for the window flank.
Oh, the window flank is too obvious, no?
This would be incredibly impressive.
It would be impossible. Very doable if we actually have a huge flank. Oh, the wall comes up on the timing on defense. And Dapper's position's now given away with 2 players playing under the window. You're going to have to flick hard, but it doesn't work out. He had utility in his hands, and we're looking closer and closer for the overtime. Shroud with the Marshall. Zels is down, and Shazam with the bulldog, but the res comes out, forcing out the Hunter's Fury to tag onto one. The double kill with the Hunter's Fury, leaving only 1 player alive. That's Zels with that Spectre, spotted in the front of the B site, and we will be going into overtime. A Saya player gets that last kill.
Oh, Sentinels meet the guard as they stand. Oh my gosh, Shroud. Shazam was by himself.
Hey man, it's his first match and competitive. Okay, first match. You gotta give him at least his first match. Okay.
That was
second match.
Sentinels getting caught out because they were forced into a low buy.
1 0-point spots all 4 players. That is going to be the spike down going at least for the Sentinels as they lose Zelsis in the process. But the retakes coming out from the guard. Everybody can look towards the front of the site here for Sentinels. And all of this time, we had the toxic screen still available for Valen. So now we go for that retake, and we all fall for the Sentinels. And somehow, the guard take the lead on the first map on their permaban being Breeze.
Incredible teamwork there. You see how tight-knit their team's doing right now. They know how each other are going to attack and play. If there's a wide swing, there's more to follow. Everybody's tethered to each other right now. This game is requiring a lot of communication from both teams there. We saw the walls actually go perpendicular there to divide what could be coming from the double door side. For guard, all of them could focus right through the pyramids, and Sentinels was ready and waiting. I would say ready. They were waiting, though, for that first one. Let's see what guard has now for attack. Sentinels onto the defense, setting up their own 2-1-2.
But we hear the footsteps. Tens is on the top. They don't hear it on the top here for the guard, but no hits, no kills. 10, or should I say net at 1 HP, finally gets dropped. Now it's a 4 versus 4. The knife actually pings him out, and we have an recon guard actually that pings out Saya player. But Valen is watching towards the front of the B site. It's a 4 versus 3. Tens was trying to go for the hero play to at least narrow down the numbers on the retake, but we still have Zelsis. The flash in the back of the site. Saya player's also holding that angle. The peek out. Zelsis wins that fight. And now here comes Trent on the lurk, back towards tunnel. The 0 point coming out on defense as we have suppression coming in. Jonah falls, but Trent moves forward. The first headshot onto Shroud, the recon dart to come out too, and Valen is still holding towards that window. So we have to go for the quick kill, and it works out for Shazam. Now Valen has to go for the jiggle back in the front, and Shazam saves it in now for the Sentinels as we will go into double overtime on Breeze.
Oh my word. Okay, Tyson. That it got a little scary there for Sentinels fans. You saw Tyson dive into a crowd of attackers. But that initiator composition just coming through. And Shazam, hello?
Everyone breathe, everyone breathe. I know everyone's heart was dropping when there's a Pens whiffed, and then holy fuck.
Was coming from,
it was a 3v4, but holy god.
That's what you need to keep the rounds going here. Sentinels do just that, and we're going to get an operator here.
Zelsis
from net. So
is also like fucking different too. This guy always gets his fucking ones. That's the thing, chat. If I was playing his tournament right now, I would just say the AO. That's five man rush something, right? Like you think they're really playing 3 a site? They're only playing 2B. Come on now.
To the back of the site, connects onto 1, but cannot get the readjustment onto Shroud.
And that's why
we have a plant coming down.
I'm not pro.
Ooh, that's gonna be a big audio cue. Dapper staying on the top of mid.
Oh, he saw them.
Right back as Net is looking for it from the top of Ness.
They knew.
That's a great pick. But another late lurk coming out from Elbow. Pence is gonna hear the rotation from Jonah B. Connects onto that kill, and we know the second one's moving towards tunnel. Shroud is playing the pulse plant. That's one of the things we like to see, yeah. I mean, Shroud, we talked about it before. One of those players that's coming in.
Wait, they gotta go.
Landing on a 1 versus 1, and it is halfway. We're forcing out the ping. The wall bang coming out from Shroud does get the kill, and who better than Shroud to win that round on that 1 versus 1 against Net, putting Sentinels back at map point.
The time the ice cold. I mean, like everybody's sitting there sweating, like fire it, Molly! Oh my God, fire it! He's like, psh, what do you mean? Not even close.
I got this. Years of experience in the attack FPS scene. I got this, boys. But that's one of the things that's cool here, Riv. We talked about Shroud being one of the latest additions, of course, with Zelsis into this roster, and we wanted to know if he actually knew the lineups, if he was going to be able to play Viper, because even as a joke he said, or even as in his interview he said, oh, there's potential where I won't play a Viper and maybe let Dapper play it, but he's growing into this role quite well.
Ice cold lineups. Makes you think you got it. Nice clutch,
God, my ass
play.
is fucking puckered up right now.
Back in their favor here. To go either way.
I actually like where Zelsis is playing. He should just sit here.
Okay, we have a player pushed up towards A, but this is all bad timing because we think we have position and info. Tens does get the first kill, at least onto tunnel. But this could still be a rotate back towards the A site. Yes, you'll let them in. Maybe that's going to be the play here for Sentinels because you just want Zelsis to play the whole split and just catch the players.
Zelsis!
That's the easy kill. One player down. Knife towards the front door. Actually, he missed it. He threw the knife onto the body of Trent. I love it.
Well, he was making sure nobody else was to his left. So he hadn't cleared it. Oh my God! Shroud, he comes out with a 3K. The flawless to end the round. You gotta be kidding me. Oh my word! I like literally. I can't even take the amount of gigabytes going through my computer.
Yeah, same here.
What a round! That was find the last 3, so he gets the first kill of the match and the last 3 of the match.
Let's go. What a fucking
nicely done.
3K
Sentinels find and win on their own pick.
Oh my, beautiful.
It's a game. It's a series. Beautiful. And that was one of them. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be a good one. Both teams seem to have a good read on each other. And it's basically coming down to situations just like that turn the round.
Good start. Good start. Sentinels, what up?
And we saw in the last 2 rounds actually.
What do you think Shroud's gonna play on
sort of falter. So Guard actually ended up playing a middle position on B side on defense with their Viper. Ends up falling.
I can see the Astra pick right here.
To use the walls
to
retake. Where Shroud playing, you know, sort of deep on site, but still fighting on site, taking fights. Gets a 3K to finish out exactly what you wanted from him.
What a positioning move they have from Sentinels.
Break the door, force to rotate out. Tense gave up towards Garden, and now we're pushing
Dapper.
Side, but it's Dapper! 2 kills with the ghost on the back of the Jenny. Lining up a third one with the wall bang, and that's Tense on the other end just to hold it back off the rotation. Net's on his own.
Oh yeah,
on
get
the
your frag, Mike. Get your frag.
And that's going to be a prime gaming flawless from Sentinels.
A few of the cleanest shots we're going to be seeing here throughout the tournament. Dapper has always been an amazing site holder. And the 1v1s, the 2v1s, he thrives in these positions. Here, what is that second shot? Slowed down, it still seems fast, my man. Let's see if they can get back out of the site here. It will help. Getting swarmed by all this utility will not be fun from Sentinels, and they'll know exactly how to use it. Doesn't look like they have much more than net just on the crossfire. See how Sentinels get in.
Excuse me, lost a rifle in the process, not only a spectator.
Wait,
it's a gun
oh my god, they didn't shoot that? Hello?
Sentinels, the wall bang onto Saya player as Net is hiding inside the smoke actually, and that allows him to get through the nebula on a timing because he probably just spotted, but as he comes out, Dapper was waiting for him. Then Trent stays on the boxes for 2 kills, looks for the 3rd, but we continue with these trades. It's a 1 versus 1.
Nice.
We talked about Valorant and clutch, but it's not going to work out. Dapper gets the kill.
Oh, they won.
He's going to be able to get this defuse right here
round.
to make it 3-0 for Sentinels.
The dink as well. Not even a gun diff, just the placement of the crosshair. What a back and forth. And I said it come into the site, man.
Dapper's game.
Like, that's going to be so hard to hold. All that information ready to be gained by Sentinels. And we saw the first kill was through a wall. Trent doing Trent things at B. Almost a deja vu from him in this situation.
This guy is just, he's an animal.
He comes up on Dapper's side, and they're able to get the defuse. Great round
Trent guy's a fucking animal.
They hold the bonus true, and they put guard back on a low
Can I get a PC check? Because this is just not normally. Oh yeah, you swinging Dapper. I know you feel low whippy right now. Oh my god, he got him. Oh my tens. Oh yeah, running gun, running gun.
There's a few more frags coming in for Sentinels.
Wait.
Oh my word. Guard tried to just pull something out of their pocket there, and
is that finable?
Absolutely rolled over.
Can he get kicked?
Pretty nice read, like you said. Dapper
yo, someone stop the tournament.
Sure
he teabagged that.
Really anything to mess with.
He teabagged. It's over.
Make the round not even close.
7-0-8.
He's actually been having a great series so far.
Timeout, a timeout. They were like, dude.
We recalled the B.
The IGL right now. The IGL is like, alright, man. I'm telling this right now. Personally, I wouldn't let that happen to me, okay? So what are we gonna do to fix it out, okay?
So I feel like maybe a gelato late lurk or something like that could
fast
work
push
out. After actually this
playing
time
like
out,
it's
it's
a
a
rank, I love it.
Through, and
That's what I like to see from you.
To be able to get that headshot onto Zelsis.
It's wild. Look at what Sentinels feel comfortable playing. Shroud is not moving. He is ready to play a double spot there, crossfire into sight, but he goes down on a trade. And now they have to consider what they can do. No controller on that side.
Was a nice little double swing out
Spawn.
Outside of the Cloudburst 2. Zelsis down, Shazam off the rotation. And this continues to be just nice from both of these teams. The pushing coming through, it's well read by Sentinels,
Exactly.
but the trade comes out immediately. I just love this until this happens. Ten's pushing towards the B main, looking for the 3rd kill, and he's going to get the headshot there on the Valen. Lock it down here for the Sentinels.
Smokes. Stars on this A spot just to hold down.
No, he lost to a guy being tagged.
Net was trying to look for that push, fights back for that one, but that forces a nightfall on the attack. Nice paranoia from Valen, but it's still a 1-for-1 on both extremities of that map. But now you hear that null command coming out from the defense, and that is going to be Zelsis just trying to slow things down for a bit. And now Dapper's already on the top. Zelsis looking to push forward. The battle coming in towards Hell. You hear the footsteps from Dapper.
Trent, man, this fucking Trent guy.
For the overhand flash with a double swing after, but there goes
This
Trent pushing
guy,
forward,
man.
and that's a great kill coming out and a great hold from the guard. And just like that, we have a repetition of Breeze where we have another game in our hands. But it's a double push up on Catwalk, so Net has a lot into his hands right now, hiding inside that nebula. And as it dissipates, Elise gets the first kill until he's traded off by Zelsis for another kill coming in for Sentinels. In the back of Jenny, Trent fights back with that frenzy. Long range somehow onto Tens, and this is looking again one of those clean retakes on pistol for the guard, as now they take the lead in this game.
A lot in the back of the site here. This is up to Trent. And that's just on the other side.
Here.
It looks like Sentinels
go
want it,
ahead.
but it's so slow down this lane side. Side player is going to start off on 10 like that.
30 seconds left.
No, man, Trent's here. Fuck.
And there you go. I mean, at that point, you were hoping that Tense could actually get a pick towards this mid because you could have a really late rotation back towards the A site. After that TP, trying to work up towards tree.
And they lost the gun in that process.
When he lost that fight, it was just okay.
They literally they try to get a gun for him, and then they lost the gun.
For the guard to actually go into a bonus round.
The guard cheerer, man, that guy.
Much different than the triple initiator we saw.
Just kidding. I'm not a biased person. I am here to watch both teams win. I am not rooting for any team.
Just to give an idea for Trent to get a frag.
That was so close because
I am not rooting for one team. I'm rooting for both teams and want to watch a good
but
game.
At least we're still trying to delay with the smokes being thrown out on the defense, so they only lose one player in the process. Updraft coming out from Slayer player, trying to get a Marshall kill, but that doesn't get any kills yet. Both make that all of Sentinels rotating back and looking to rotate towards the A site, where once again, we're seeing why this Killjoy is still very useful for this composition of the guard.
I demand to see Trent's outgoing statements on PayPal. That's what I'm saying.
Utility, still some insight.
Trent is dead. Oh, we won the round.
Detected. This gives the rotation
We won
time.
the
That's
round.
the
It's actually just
important
like
part.
it's confirmed.
No fight.
It's already confirmed.
Is what Net wants right now. He's waiting for the team. They're waiting for the retake.
Trent is dead. There's no. They have no way to win this round. They have no way to win.
Starts now, so this gives the opportunity for that retake to happen. Potentially,
like the round is losable if Trent is alive.
Moving with the rest of the team on the top of heaven, and a late lurk from Net back towards to cover mid, and then they're gonna try to.
Not taking sides. We won the round. Oh, sorry. Sen won the round. Yeah, my bad.
That's gonna ping a couple of players down towards hell. A smoke towards the front. The paranoia misses though, and that's gonna be a great
position. Like say a player is dashing into a smoke
at hell to get all of these kills.
Okay.
But Jonah P answers back for 3 kills. The backstab from Celsius
after all. If Trent was alive, he'd be yelling at that guy to not do that.
On that retake from the guard, but that is 3 kills on a bonus round for the guard.
Not biased, by the way.
Sentinel's doing a good job of staying alive. It did get a little messy towards the end. Guard doing themselves a good job.
Look at this. They got 5 kills, 7 kills, 8, 9. They got single-digit kills on their team, and Trent is literally fucking Thanos and Jesus Christ himself combined.
There's a bit of an idea of what space was being played, which is why I think it made it so easy for Sentinels.
It's a 1v5 right now.
Shots needed without second guessing.
Let me tell you how this round's gonna go out here, okay? The one-way's gonna pop. Alright, this guy's gonna jiggle the one-way over and over and over. Once the one-way ends, he's just gonna get one tapped, okay? The Jet, she's gonna run through the smoke and tree, alright? And after he dies, we're gonna have Jonah pop flash through the smoke, gets one, and then dies as well.
Bit of a one-way smoke here.
Shroud is in! He ran in!
Shroud's in? That's the rest of the team has to follow.
Zaya player lands it onto Celsius, and Jonah gets the wallbang onto Shazam. This is a stronghold for the guard. And you mentioned it, Shroud made it through, so he's able to answer back onto Zaya player, but it's basically a 4 versus 2.
Dude,
as he gets pinged down by a haunt, and that's a beautiful wallbang by Trent.
Walls.
That's some great stuff that we like to see. Tens by himself, first headshot, connects onto Net. And we're looking for that double swing, but there's basically no time. This is a round coming in for the guard, and somehow he gets a kill point blind on the Trent.
Yo, this guy is shooting, spamming through walls.
Like,
the scan is over, and
just on the entry, right?
Him through the wall.
As soon as they went to hit.
No cap. We just need some triple duelist shit.
Sure.
The Erez.
Honestly, I just want to see a team play Phoenix.
Yeah.
And it's all off. Just again, the utility that they have.
Oh my god. What the fuck is this guy doing?
The Killjoy utility, it's still that KO.
No way, he gets out
works
for
out quite well.
free.
And finally, as we get a first blood now in favor of Sentinels, that's a player falling on mid for the Garden. That opens up a lot of that map opportunity to control for Sentinels as they're.
Oh yeah, Jonah.
Oh, great little adaptation there by Sentinels. They were able to identify that it was Saya player that was out and in the open alone, but now this B is coming in, so forget about that.
The Nightfall also to ping out Valen inside that site. Cosmic Divide on the attack, but you don't need to be death. You see them right in front of you. That's 3 kills for Valen right now. A 2 versus 2. Valen looking for the 4th. Connects onto that one as well. And Shroud on a 2 versus 1.
Let's be real here.
See what you got here, Shroudy. Nothing at all.
Let's be real here.
As Net seals the ace, but you won that round if you're the guard.
It's okay.
And that last kill.
Okay, we gotta give him at least
really
one.
well played in the beginning by Sentinels. Your guard wins the round, but the identifying Saya player was kind of out and scattered, so a lot of crossfires set up in mid. Obviously, somebody's gonna help him, and that was a first kill for Sentinels.
I'm not even mad anyway.
Saving grace. Valen in sight. Holy crap, 4K coming up real quick. Able to completely shut down the 5v4 conversion that Sentinels was looking for, and that's exactly the round that Guard wants to put up.
The ultimates for the Guard. Saya player with an operator also has blades for him, but it's going to be Sentinels taking the first step, pushing aggressively.
How does he get away with that?
From Jonah B, who does get a nice kill onto 10, was fully blinded towards 3. A swing out from behind that doesn't the mass for a kill. So we're trying to fight back. We're clawing back here for Sentinels. They're at a player disadvantage, but all split up across the map. But here comes the Hunter's Fury on the attack, allowing us push forward from Dapper, but it's not even needed. Shazam gets a double kill with the Hunter's Fury. A player advantage going back into the Sentinels, but Dapper lurks in to make it a 3 versus 1. Now Saya player with this operator and the Blade Storm available if he wants to.
We are back in business. If Saya player clutches this round, I'm quitting.
Pretty amazed if he actually tried to go for that. He was walking forward with confidence. Only W keys didn't press, but he did find the S key. Turns himself around, and he heads back towards B. Saving the operator. Blade Storm is there as well. So if he gets himself into a tight situation, he can make this work. I don't know. They're not going to go hunting.
Trademark out towards B main, but look at that.
Another save. Another save.
Vansilli.
You have a 5-round cushion, Riv.
I honestly start to get flashbacks of how Sentinels were able to basically start to control
One person died and said, guys, we gotta save, we gotta save.
Their opponents. These last few rounds where the guard can't use the operator. It can't
Who paid the guard? Are you telling me they're not trying to go for the win right now? Nah.
Can't get that usage in still because of how Sentinels is playing, guarding themselves, and prepping the defense as they're moving forward, too. 5v4 goes stale on that one, but goes in favor of Sentinels. Bring it within 2. Game point still for the guard. They're right there to tip this one over and get us into Icebox.
Good for the guard, but it's quick for Sentinels.
Oh my!
Dapper somehow flicks into the kill onto Trent. Back of the site now is going to be Net. Being hit by concuss from that Nova Pulse. Net is trying to stay alive in the back. Nice flash coming out because Zelsis was full blinded from that. The swing out from Tens, and Net was still ready off that kill. And that solves that. Hard cover coming out, and Net is just holding down towards the back of the site. I can't believe this is happening. What a hold right now from Net and the rest of the guard in the back of the B site. And we are going to a third map. It is a hard hit for the guard towards the A site. Underhand flash, but we're staying safe behind the Jenny. That's 2 opening kills coming out. Make that sense across the board. The last one is going to be spotted on top of that too, in front of the orb, and that's Saya player. Elise is not going to get the flawless to start things off for Sentinels, but we continue to trade these pistols back and forth. That's it.
Damn.
Frenzy from Zelsis.
Sorry. So
if you're gonna try to
so
go for
what happens if Sentinels loses here? Do they are they out of the tournament?
Going through the smoke, second one to fall. Side player answers back on yellow, and it's gonna be chamber on chamber, but a drop on the other end, and the 180 for the kill. The ping coming out, Jonah B with the right click, and now it's a 3 versus 1. Things look pretty good after all here for the guard on their eco.
Yeah,
I didn't know there's a loser bracket.
Here. We got 4 rifles and 2 Spectres on the defense for Sentinels. And there's a lot of utility being held, but still a 5 versus 4. Player advantage, slow orb allowing Sentinels to creep forward, but Saya players evening up the tally. In the back of yellow, Haunt coming out, breaking crosshair placement, but a double swing in the front. The Molly missed on top of that too, but it's a lineup to allow Valid to get only 1. But after that, that's going to end it. Dapper gets the kill on the second one, and at some point if that Molly was on the ground, it was going to be a different story for sure.
And I feel like with the no Sage, you're saving yourself from now KO being able to attack
them home. Wait, did I just make that up, or was that already a thing?
Right, that's going to be something
like send them home. You know what I mean?
So they forego that, put down more smokes to create their own angles, but still Sentinels find a way. Is
not biased at all. No, not at all.
Their positioning down.
Now things are looking tougher and tougher now to have Sentinels play this retake. Wall coming up.
Ooh, I like that. A vertical wall?
Yeah. Still trying to
oh my god, what a wall.
Even an orbital strike. Everything's just cycled so well into the duel that falls from Saya player to get a 4K into
Dapper
the round.
actually did a really good wall.
That was really nice from the guard. I'm not going to lie. There are 2 sets of gunshots. Don't know if there's a third. And that's Shazam that's running across. And yeah, nice little kill there from Jonah P. Gets traded out, but now you got Shroud out in his lonesome. Even spotted by the trademark. You're going to feel the full force of that slow field and picks up a Vandal to try to save it for the next round.
Sentinels fall. Every game has been so close.
Child's always the last one alive. Well, I mean, it's good that he's the last one alive.
3-3
if he dies first, they have no more smokes.
Tell you the story of the maps previously. Both teams being able to take their map pick.
What's this for? They're just playing unrated right now.
Icebox brings us now as we get into round 7 here.
It's a little unrated game.
It's about to come online. We're just a few away from being on deck for the side of the guard. SHZAM and Zellsis are ready. Null Command ready to shut down a round here.
Friendly match, yeah.
Looks like an incredibly uncharacteristic round.
I'm tired of this goddamn beta shit. Can you run down mid? Run down mid and kill them all.
Is a little harder to do because you saw Shroud was covering the left side. If they came around elbow and then a garage play,
I missed the first 2 hours. Can you tell Michael to reset it? Oh, yeah, I got you.
Play out as they do. And actually, we see
everyone time out. Just restart.
Really nice. It just ships in the night as they cross through the air. Push up.
You see him?
Celsius.
Alan saw him and beacon down. Maybe not enough. A 1-for-1. Hot coming up. Dapper's just trying to slow things down for a bit, and that's 2 kills from Jonah Peach. Just going
remove that from the game. What the fuck was that?
You're gonna hate it right now, being there on the receiving end, being Sentinels up there, and they gotta find a way to stop the 410 crosses. But again, this is one of those moments where you saved a couple of rifles, you don't have too much to work with. Vulnerabilities from the snake bite from Shroud. And you hear the Viper's pit coming out from Net Elise on the pulse plant to try to guarantee the round. So yeah, a nice attempt to start things off, but the retake is going to be close to impossible. 2 Marshals in a classic.
360 Marshals, if you will. Oh, no, he dropped one. No, he only much less chance to get one. Great round by the guard here to get back in, to smother, to know they had the upper hand in guns. A quick find by Trent there. As SHZAM runs through, just pressing the W key here as they look to pick up the last few kills on the round. Spike's going to be going down towards this one. Good damage, though, by SHZAM, actually. Really credited there to be able to do some work on the econ. But look at that, 9 grand in the hands. Asaya player feeling good. Operator still there. The guard starting to take control here. It has seemed like the Sentinels had more of the groove throughout a lot of this series overall. With as close as the games have been, I feel it's weighed towards them in the way they played.
I didn't want to have to do it, but we need to put some iiTzTimmy in the chat.
Sleeping Giant coming online.
We need to collect our fucking forces together to believe.
Operator now, Tens is going to have that one out.
It
doesn't look like we'll get a duel out of them just yet, as one is mid and one is B here. Remy with the stimmy, pushing the guard through here. They get into sight, but it's going to be Sentinels retake. 3 members closing in, all coming from the same position here. And look at this retake by the guard. They're able to come in from almost every spot they want and try and find the flank, but are they too far away now? Oh, Valen says no!
Who cares when Valen gets these kills like that?
Incredible by Valen. With the distance the rest of the team was there, that actually could have been real scary for the side of the guard. Valen, absolutely out of his mind play. Out of his mind play to get that turn as well on the flash. 1-2, control for distance as well, right? Yep. A distance transfer, which actually doesn't mean you're moving it too much. That's where your recoil is going to be present after 3 or 4 shots. So just
sit down.
An incremental movement of the mouse. Hot damn, what a round by Valen. He does it again. Incredible stuff. You could see just how tight it got because there was definitely a call to SHZAM that Net was one. Net was 1 shot. You could see he wasn't peeking. Everybody down towards B for now. Only sight is going to be the Rendezvous side player. 0.5, so that actually nixes Rendezvous for now. It's going to take a little bit of time, and that's the gain. Pressure here. Oh, a missed shot.
Missed shot. Molly coming out once again. The annoying Molly from that Brimstone. Now that's going to run that clock down. We got to try to push quickly. Dapper comes up with the wall. C's being thrown. Nice little jiggle peek with the headshot to Valen. Now we're sticking onto that spike. Wall. We're picking up. Dapper saving it so far. We're trying to break the wall. He gets the 3rd kill. Looks for the 4th. We get the defuse there for the Sentinels with the Red Bull clutch. And we're ending it 7-5.
Get down, Mr. President. He's verified. You got to save him while he defuses. Holy crap. Literally, the kills before the wall were great, right? Dapper using this wall tech constantly to get the diffuses down, and then as it breaks, he positions to bodyguard. A perfect play there, goes down at the same time. But it's enough. It's enough. They get the defuse. They bring it to 7-5. This is what Sentinels did on Breeze. Walk it up until you see contact, and that's the contact they were looking for. Wall goes up to the left side, and Sentinels will try to get this plant down. Maybe.
Oh my god, Trent! That's a high-low, almost lands them both, but that's going to be Tens that lands both of them on the top of 410. Net now being flushed out by the snake bite and also dropped down. And that's Jonah P on a 3 versus 1. And thankfully with the Sage Wall. I was going to say maybe it's a bad Sage Wall after wall because that's 2 players that made out the ropes to get the kill, but thankfully Tens is there for the trade to save the round for Sentinels. And as these pistol rounds went back and forth, this is now finally 2 in a row on this map.
There it is. Sentinels are able to string a few together. Pick up, quick in, Sage Wall. What else would we expect? And look, that kind of denies the chance if you can get the mollies in to hit that left side, but still instantly cleared.
And also, thankfully, Valorant sits around the rest of an eco for the guard.
Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. You get a kill with the molly, but the plant comes in at least for Sentinels. And welcome to Valorant, Shroud. If you're going to be the designated spike planter, you might get into those. Zelsis, though, headshot onto Valorant. Player advantage. Actually, it's evened up as we have snake bites, shock darts coming down. And there you go. Sentinels across the board. Saya player by himself in the front of the B site. Swings out. 3 players down spotted. And that's now 7-7. Still do the same execution now. Wall up, recon dart, 0 point. There you go. Now we've committed into the hit. Flash coming outside as well. Molly coming out to deny again if you can. And now you're forcing a little bit of a tunnel to try to get into the site to plant. There's only 14 seconds left on the clock. Zelsis at least gets the kill onto Trent. Jonah P pushing forward through the smoke. The third kill then onto Shazam. And goes for the 4K!
No way! Absolutely incredible play from Jonah P. Oh my God, what a big play. Absolutely needed here. And really a statement play to break what was a tie game so far. That's the kind of round you want to just start to separate with. Sentinels still on a bye here. Light armor, though, for some members that could make those duels go in the favor of the guard. We're going to start off a little bit of B pressure, but the push is there from the guard.
Even a 0 point. Spotted a couple of players too, so it's going to be down to the basics. The fundamentals with the rifles as the wall's about to come down, and as it comes down, Shazam actually spots Saya player, and the second kill cannot be traded. Jonah P falls as well, and it's finally going to be one of those rounds where the guard gave that to Sentinels. Get into a side on an early 5 versus 3, it's Sentinels' turn to do that.
Plant the spike. Oh, he goes in. Oh, they call it? Just on the edge of that damage. Oh my gosh.
Unlucky.
Shroud getting tagged just a little bit. Spike has been planted, and now to find an instant eyes, that makes it maybe harder to get the diffuser once they're pinched in there. If we can get the defense from guard to step forward.
Well, especially after that null command from Zelsis. Now we're tapping onto it. We're trying to stay between the walls, and it's now time for the guard to do that. And we're not gonna get it. Shazam sees that one at least, and it's a 3 versus 1. Net has the Viper's pit, but it is not gonna go for it. Falling back to save his weapon. Woo, skin in the teeth. But Sentinels will make it 8-8.
They continue to change leads, Van Silly. Literally our last map. And they cannot hold it for more than 1 round. Can Sentinels again come back? It's a low buy this time. It's starting to be that taxing. And Shazam down to 1 HP to start. What?
That's insane. 1 HP.
There's a heal. Okay, there's a heal. He's getting the sponge bath. We're good.
And thankfully, Dapper also has a res if anything does go foul at the beginning of this round.
Just go and get taken out. Oh, my word.
We're now at 11. 2 more rounds for the guard to move forward to knock down Sentinels to lowers.
The case is, though, it is going to be a death ball with B for Sentinels here. Null command comes out. W keys press. Sentinels looking to close this round gap.
You want this because this allows the wall to come up and potentially get the plant without having a fragment be landed on the ground. But yeah, Trent gets the kill onto Shroud. Another one of those duels that's won here by Trent, who gets a second kill, but at least we get a plant down for Sentinels. The push forward coming out from Tense, spotting 2 players at orange before he TP's back. A 5 versus 3, Poison, Viper's Pit available for Net on a retake if they want to, but he's still watching that flank while the rest are pushing forward. Orbital strike coming down here on the defense. It takes down Zelsis. It doesn't work out for the post plant. Tense is on his lonesome. 4 players swinging out. We get the defuse for the guard. And they are at map and series point.
Viper's Pit is there if they want a Pac-Man A to start things off. Incredible answers right now from the guard and what Sentinels is trying. Ultimate's there for Dapper. They can play a little bit aggressive to get one to go down, but it has to be a safe res. The wall, same wall. Is it a different plant, though? They pushed forward. First time they've gone this far through their own wall.
And Zelsis gets the wall bang onto Jonah P, but it's still Trent that's alive. Another player that's been prominent for the team. Tense finally gets another kill. 4 Sentinels onto Valen. Spike is down. Trent and the rest of the guard. I mean, Saya player is way too far back in A still. And as you mentioned it here, Riv, one of those moments where you're just pushing very quickly. Well, now maybe a save, but with the icon that they have, somehow they land that shot. But it's traded out here by Tens. Trent back on the top of Kitchen. Somehow a 2 versus 1. No way. Shazam only with the Guardian. Picks up here the second weapon of the Bulldog on the ground. We have it at halfway. He gets the headshot. It's a 1 versus 1. Recon dart out. We're still clicking on that clock. And now we go for the ADS. We're trying to go for the tap. The headshot coming in. And should I say the body kill for Shazam? The Red Bull clutch. And we stay alive for Sentinels.
We got one more round.
You can't ask for any more than your IGL top fragging, clutching, keeping you in the game. Shazam using it all because he has it. What a great play here. Showing a little bit of a touch towards the left side, which drew his opponent. Was able to get the 1v1 in the planter and find the same for the next one. An incredibly necessary play. It couldn't have happened any other way for Shazam there. And he keeps Sentinels in this series. Remember, we got the res back in this one. That was the ultimate we saw focused from Dapper for the last few rounds. B is a hit again, and Sentinels are going to try it.
Oh, man. The salvation coming back from the dead and gets the kill. Opener onto Saya player. Tens gets an important kill, allowing Sentinels to get the plant down. Trent moving forward. Slow orb flash stuck inside the slow orbs as well. And things are looking good, at least for Sentinels on the post line. Tens, he's activated. Long have we waited. And Trent is making things a little bit more difficult for the guard to try to go for the retake, so they're saving here. It all will boil down to the last round of regulation.
Silly.
Oh my God, Riv.
I could not believe this is what we're getting out of this game. Like, again, the simulation, I'm so glad it hasn't blue screened yet or anything that we're living in, because
don't cast this
is surreal. Oh my gosh.
Last round.
Sentinels is going to bring it in with a full 5, too. A flawless round to bring it within 1 to tie Icebox versus the guard. Again, both teams bringing not new comps for the guard, but new, very new. And Sentinels for Zelsis and Shroud. And the rest of the team with the organization behind them and coaching, and the guard adding Cupid after Masters too. There's so many changes both teams have gone through. Holy
potential
crap.
Last round.
This is the game that we get out of it. Absolutely amazing play coming out of both.
Holy. This right here, holding that wall. I'm so happy Tens held that. Tens. Tyson.
Screener trying to do that hero play from Saya player because he had the TP activated. So the reaction time that was needed for Tens to get that kill was important. They got it. And now the Total Falls comes out for the defense. Saya player has it ready. Also has a Phantom. A 0 point. Actually spotted a few as well.
Fowler's not going to make it through. Yeah, that wall is actually huge. The fact that it's solidified really starts to throw guard off and how they can rotate. Only one's going to be coming through. B's to play again, but the mollies, the plants, the push. Jonah P goes down.
Celsius with the headshot to Jonah P, but then runs back into the molly because that stays on for so long. It's a 4 versus 4. Off shot missed by Tens. We're still moving forward inside the site now for Sentinels, and we're staying back at least, trying to run that clock down for the guard. Dapper doesn't have that wall anymore because he used it towards mid. We have to wait for the toxic screen to come back up, but this is an opportunity for the guard to push forward. We have to spray through the wall as well. Oh, the body, the gun stick sells, so Dapper falls. Another shot from Saya player. Only 2 more to go. Tens and Shazam. No Hunter's Fury as Shazam needs to get the kill to activate it on a 4 versus 2. A 0 point comes out, and Tens is posted with this op, looking back towards Snowman, waiting for Saya player. They both get a kill. It's a 2 versus 2. Now we're pushing forward on a 1 versus 1. It's Trent. It's Tens. Trent is moving forward. The swing. He gets the kill. We're going into overtime.
Incredible play, down to the last drop. You can't ask for anything more, and it to be Tens as well. The operator play coming through on the young Trent, taking him down, a clutch master of this series throughout. Holy crap, these rounds, man, silly. We're going to overtime. The team could not be pushing each other any harder to the max here. And it is the operator play. It is still Tens to come up with the plays to make sure we get there. The chamber, the jet, it doesn't matter. Operator feels like home for this guy. We're in OT, round 25. Let's do it.
Poison orb here coming out from Shroud, so we're timing the push from the guard when the orb comes down. But the slow orb and snakebite also comes in from Sentinel, so a great way to delay. And now you know the execution is coming out from the guard on the attack, and it's Valid and Net at least opening up the first 2. Shock Dart misses because of the smoke. Those damn Brimby smokes. He lands both of them on the ground, and now we get the plant coming in from Jonah P. And Shazam swings out for the kill. Shock Darts couldn't do it. I'll do it with my gun, man.
Just enough to get the frag there. Set up for a 3v3 to end us up on this round of our first overtime. A slow rotation here. You can see the intention coming in from the side of Sentinels. They're letting Tens go as slow as possible before he meets with the team. And they get these shots in. Nobody wanting to peek. Nobody wanting to be the first one to go down. The shot misses!
How did that miss?
Oh my! Still there though. Valent's still there, but Shroud stops him close range. So we're pushing forward from a nice haunt. But it's Shroud with the third kill into the round and a fourth kill into the round. The defuse comes in for Sentinels, and they retake the lead in the series.
That boy code.
He may have flew under the radar. He may have been a bit quiet throughout this game on Icebox, but Shroud with the 4K once again popping off exactly when they need it. Match point now for Sentinels as this game has gone back and forth in favor of Guard, in favor of Sentinels. Once again, game point for Sentinels. This is absolutely incredible, Van Silly. We have been blessed with a Valorant match here between Sen and Guard. Sentinels towards mid. A contact mid play. Not a piece of utility used. Absolutely brazen. And they find Jonah P utility out in overtime.
No way, but we still have Trent in the back of the site. It's traded out by Tens once again. Spike picked up, traded out by Valen. Spike is down once again with the fragment on the ground. Alert towards mid doesn't work out. It's a player advantage back into the Guard as Net is pushing forward. Celsius thought he had the timing. Now it's Shroud on the 3 versus 1 as he leans out. Net brings it into another overtime.
We go from the round before to this to absolutely just pushed it mid and then taken out. What? It blew my mind. If I was Sentinels, I'd be like, why the hell are there 2 spawn looking through the Omen TP spot? Through Omen Playground. Why are there 2 there? Oh my gosh, the Guard just mixing it up. Push through, wall's already there. Remember, that choke point really did him in last time, so they're going to make sure they clear out most of it. No flash play to come through. Sentinels isn't ready for it. The wall goes down, a bit of a mistiming.
2 openers. Beautiful flash from Valen as well. That's it. That's a 5 versus 2.
Yeah.
But it's Shroud and Tens.
So quick.
Shroud and Tens. Only Tens with the first headshot. Second one connects onto Net.
Tens 1v5.
70 HP left. 10 bullets in the chamber.
I would stick it.
Speaking of chambers, he also has Headhunter.
Stick it, Tens.
Molly set up by Jonah P just on the right there by Electric Box on your right.
No man.
Good and happy to fire that out and set up for another one. Is he going mid or out? He is. Look at the rotation by Jonah P right now. Oh, yeah. He's laced up and sprinting mid after firing the molly. The ability to continue to delay. You have to be kidding me. They have like a guarantee on this round. A 2-year guarantee right there. 14 to 13, the Guard pulling into the favor now in OT. Oh my gosh, game point, let's go. You know they always hold for possible shots there. The wall goes down quickly. Dapper trying to set up defense actually against his own wall. The forward positioning is a must right now. They have to be confident enough to use it. There's still a bit of hesitation on getting into the site from the Guard. They want to know that Sen is just as committed. And here's the plant going down. The dink.
Plant, a dink indeed. Now the wall gets broken, but Shroud, he's still alive for a minute. He swings out.
The timing!
What a bait by Trent. How crazy are you going to do that in overtime? 2 kills then come back from the Guard. It's a player advantage now for the defenders for the retake. But like I said, it's still panic for long. We have good positioning right now from Sentinels. No more fragments, no more post-plant positioning. And because of that, players are falling down. And now that allows the Viper Smith to come back. 1 more to go. It's Celsius with a kill due to smoke. Looking for the spray. It's back at halfway. Out with the classic. That gets the kill. And that's going to be the Guard that finally seals it. 13 to 15 in their favor. And oh my God, Riv. It's time for you to take it because I need a breather.
What an amazing series coming out of both teams. It couldn't be said anymore. The Guard pushing Sentinels to the max there. I'd say at the end, though, look at the rounds it took Shazam and Tens to capitalize into an overtime round. You really can't take away anything from either team on this. They played a hell of a series on both sides, but Guard adapting, figuring out a little bit more. I think having a bit more versatility in those strats to work mid, figure out how Sentinels was going to then rotate and really work around that kind of play and that style. Also, when you got crap happening like Jonah P and everyone else popping off, so many good rounds coming from the young squad of the Guard. A deserved win over Sentinels there. And I am so excited to see the power those these teams are fighting.
Glimpses of that.
How do you feel about the Guard winning? I hate the Guard. I want the... No. I mean, at the end of the day, right? Like, I'm sure we were all excited for Shroud to compete. I think that's like the the main thing. We're all just like excited for him to compete, see how he does. So then everybody was also rooting for Sentinels in general, addition to that. But not only that, I do think Sentinels has more fans than the guard. So because of Tens and Shazam and Dapper and even Zelsis just being a new add to the org. So I don't know. I mean, I just think Sentinels had a bigger fan base. So obviously, you know, when the guard wins, everyone's like, fuck, you know, like, you know, everyone's kind of like down bad. Addition to obviously Shroud being a new Zelsis and Shroud being a new add to the team. It doesn't matter necessarily who won, because both games, like all 3 games were solid. I think everyone can kind of agree that the first game and second game and third game were all just solid games. Like it was like they went to OT 2 of the games, and then they were back-to-back OT. It was just a solid match to watch. Everybody was like on the edge of their seats throughout the entire time. So I don't know. I mean, I think whoever like whatever the result was, whether Sentinels win or the guard wins, I think like it was just a good watch. It was a good watch. I had a good time watching, you know.